What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Pits Podcast. Nobody hit the button a little early, but whatever. We here, okay?
We are.
This is a space where we keep it real, that we talk about pop culture, whatever it is, whatever else it is that we want to talk about, we discuss. The whole thing, remain true to ourselves, keep it real, all of the things that we usually say. With that all being said, welcome to the pit. This is a safe space for you, but not your mess, including our own. We always keep it real, but we are also always respectfully with the shits. And clearly, this is going to be one of those episodes where we are really with the shits because Q is hungry down boots. So, so he's going to be eating. It's going to be a lot going on. It's okay. With that being said, let's just jump right into it. It is your boy Jay, as you can see.
It's your girl Katie the Great.
It's your boy Q.
And it is your girl Eriica Kane, and you are now entering the pits. Oh, y'all, excuse my voice. My body trying to tell me to sit down. She is tired.
She's been on vacation.
Well, sit down, girl. Sit down. Sit down, girl. She said,
listen, a move, work starting all at one time.
What's Suki Hunter saying?
Cause sis said,
Listen.
Hold on, y'all. Oh, y'all know how I feel about my.
That's why I stay in my lane and stay on my note.
That's it.
Everybody don't do that.
That part.
Some of y'all favorite, but we ain't gonna talk about them because they ain't the topics tonight.
Okay. Now she not in the scene. It's okay.
Somebody bring us on in. Somebody bring us on in.
What's good? What's good? We silly. So, crew, what's going on with y'all? What's going on? How y'all feeling?
E, you was gone last week. Let us know what's going on. What's popping? How was vacation?
It was cool, it got better. We forgot about Hurricane Elsa while we was down there. So she was coming on through. So it made it a little complicated, but it was good, We went to Universal Studios. That was my first time going. It's pretty cool.
Wait, is that the one with Harry Potter Land?
Yeah, we went on a Harry Potter, Men in Black.
I'm jealous. I want to go to Harry Potter Land so bad.
It's well, I don't know. I guess I wasn't into Harry Potter, so it didn't give what I thought she was supposed to give.
Okay.
But it was cool, It was cute. It was cute.
Okay.
But I guess if you into Harry Potter, it would have been great. People was walking around with their little wands and stuff. It was a little weird vibes for me. We grown, but it is, people like what they like.
But Men in Black, when you walked in, did you hear Coco singing?
They were playing that song though.
It
was cool though. Men in Black was a whole vibe. It was cool. I love Men in Black. Okay. I recommend Men in Black. Do not go on Transformers. Transformers was trash. It was we just gonna do this. The movie release, we gonna throw this up and y'all going on this ride. It was super trash.
Oh yeah, see, I don't know. I never really watched any of the Transformers all the way through. Anyway, I don't know anything about that.
Shoot, I can't even remember everything we went on, everything we did, but it's a cute little vibe. It's real cool. If you ever go to Orlando, go to Universal. I'm not a big, Disney they starting to be a little too much these days. So, I definitely recommend Universal. And for older people, if you grown, go to Universal. Don't be going to Disney World, But it's cool. I'm good. I'm tired, I had to move my classroom. We got to move again. So, it's a lot going on at one time. So she coming from the vacation straight into work. So as you can hear, my body girl, sit down.
She's telling us something.
No, we need to go on a group trip to an amusement park.
Child, we do,
but it needs to be 6 Flags or something.
Well, I do live for 6 Flags.
Let's do 6 Flags.
Me too.
Let's go.
Especially the one in Cali. It really gives. I mean, we could really fuck up. We could really fuck up some Six Flags. That would actually be kind of cute. But see, the way we work with planning and schedules, child, this will be 2026. Because aren't we supposed to?
Okay, we planning ahead. It'll be a next summer trip.
I mean, we going to Cali now, so.
I don't think they back open.
Flags over there. Well, it might be. I don't know. We'll
I don't think they back open.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're probably right. Well, shit, Disney open.
Wide open.
Well, I don't know how that all works. Because we were supposed to go to Africa this year, and we're gonna have to push her back a couple years.
Mm-hmm.
I must miss that meeting.
Q, how you been? What's been going on? You look blessed and highly favored.
Been good. You know what I'm saying? Everything's been smooth. Yo, what's popping? Like, what's up?
Now he gonna wait till you take a big bite and then ask you how you doing. You know he got somebody.
Exactly.
I just want them to know you eat.
Honestly, just work. Work and dealing with this whole house process.
Oh yeah.
The whole house, you know, of building a house. Now I understand why they say that is like the toughest thing to do if you are like in a relationship. If you are trying to buy a house or build a house with somebody, that is like one of the toughest things to do. Excuse me, build a house with somebody. That's one of the toughest things to do, and it'll make or break something. Because honestly, I want to tell myself some days to like just fuck you, nigga. But hey, here I am.
I mean, my experience was okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know how you are, so I get it. I get it. Katie, girl, what's good? What's been going on? How's your week been, sister?
It's been good. You know.
Hello, gorgeous.
You know, doing good. It's doing good. Booked 4 trips this week, so I'm doing wonderful.
Come on, book them
business. Tell people where they need to go and follow and find.
Maybe because it was a sissy like
travel.
Round trip _ travel.
Yes, girl.
I'm sorry. Yes,
plug it, girl. Plug it. If y'all ready to book a trip, book a flight, book a vacation, she's the one.
And I know what I'm doing. Just step out the way and let me do what I, can do.
Not
Thank
staying
you.
Nigga, not eating like you not. You know what? Okay.
Listen.
Oh, I live. Yes, and y'all hit on KD for y'all traveling needs, honey. She is the one. And basically what she just said is just tell her where you want to go and when, and then stay in the customer's place. So
I give you 5 places that you want to stay in that area in your budget. You pick from those 5 places. If you don't like them, I'll do another 5. But hey, and I do charge a fee.
Hello.
Because some people like to waste time. My time.
And what are we doing in this season?
Not waste my damn
time.
We're reclaiming our time. Thank you, Q. Q is always making the references. Okay.
What's going on with you, Jay?
I'm good. All that yard work last week, child. Like Q was talking about building a house and how it can make you want to punch your damn self in the face. I honestly have not done yard work, like real yard work, child, since I lived at my parents' home, and I didn't understand. Because then you have the attitude of this y'all house, this y'all home, this your yard. Why you got me out here digging holes for? Why am I doing all this? But see, when it's your own shit, honey, and you back there in the backyard doing it, you be like, oh, I wish I had a kid that was about 10 or 12, honey, so I could put their ass out here in the backyard and have them digging holes and planting plants and shit.
You better catch one on the block in the neighborhood and slide them a little $10.
Not these kids, because the
Oh
parents.
shoot, our kids in our neighborhood works, honey.
I did think about going down the street though and paying
and they do a good job.
some people that need the money to do some things, but I was like, you know what? It's okay. So yes, honey, we moved 15 tons of rocks from the front yard to the backyard, and it was hell with a wheelbarrow and a shovel. But girl, we did it, and my back is strong. So,
okay.
Baby.
So that's what's been going on over here, and like putting the final touches on the yard and shit like that. So it's it's a blessing in it all. Honestly, I'm complaining, but it's a blessing to be able to even do it.
Everybody ain't got their own yard, so
Right, so I ain't gonna complain. Katie, girl, with that being said, we did our little introductions or whatever, girl. What's next? Do you remember?
Well, y'all already know. It's that time of the evening, night, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm. Whenever you're listening.
Whenever you're listening. Hey, y'all already know what it is. It's that time of the hour. It's what's poppin'. Because I always fuck that up.
What's poppin', what's poppin', what's
poppin'. I was waiting on you to say it. I thought you were going to say what happening, because I'm so used to you saying it, but you...
I got it together last week.
Okay. What's poppin', what's poppin', what's poppin'? Let's get into
Need some lemonade.
Oh my god. Well, while he's getting some lemonade. Ooh.
Right here.
That was quick one.
I'm like right here at the kitchen.
Oh, okay. Anywho, let's get into some trash news. Some trash entertainment, no Rona. First up on the list is Summer Walker. Now y'all know I love Summer Walker music. I really, really do love Summer Walker music. But she's one of those artists I really have to separate everything going on in her personal life from her music, because her music really does something to me. And before E jump all over, it's not about a vocal ability situation. It's just like her vibe. I just like her vibe and her music. I'm not saying she hit no notes. I just like her vibe. But the gag is her and Linda on the track, honey. She had to let the people know on the Instagram that regardless of what y'all see with him taking pictures with his baby and things like that, she is the one that's taking care of her child, honey, 99.99% of the time, and he's a dad and all of these things.
And smoothies. Okay.
Listen, honey, I ain't got none. So if she feed her baby honey and she not supposed to, girl, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Put it in a song.
Don't forget the seeds. They feed them seeds too.
Like maybe London needs a piece. Never mind. Stay in my lane right here.
My only thing with the situation is, girl, we told you. Girl, the internet told you when you was dragging all his other baby mamas.
Wasn't she dragging them?
When you were dragging all of his other baby mamas because they stupid, they dumb, they arguing over stupid shit. It's their fault, yada, 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 yada. He's a great dad. All these things you were saying from a woman with no kids, girl, and also with no ring on your finger from that same man. But now that it's your child, girl.
And they sent it back to her.
Didn't it come back? Then Karma just walked right around the corner and said, "We're back." Girl, you knew this. You had to have known if we knew. You had to have known if we knew. So, girl, I mean, I feel for you, girl. I'm not saying it's right. He do need to be taking care of his kids versus just showing up on the weekends, taking pictures, dropping off some presents and leaving. That's one thing. I feel you there, girl. I do. I sympathize with you there. I do. But girl, you knew. You knew. You had the best vantage point to know. You had the best vantage point to know, girl. Because if he's laying up with you, girl, where he is not is with his other kids. So you knew.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a little bit too. Now, was she giving, when the baby was born, was she giving him access to the baby without conflict? And maybe, he could have got a little tired. Like, you know what? I'm going to come when I can and when you let me. Because, you had them ones out here. They be trying to paint this picture.
True.
And that really don't be what it is. And really, you just mad and you bitter that you got what people was trying to warn you about. And now you trying to, I mean, just keep playing devil's advocate. I don't know. I ain't in that relationship.
I mean, you definitely right. The girls do be out here using their children as weapons. They definitely do. The track history is really telling. He just gives me cute nigga that like to make babies. It has no intentions of caring for them.
Okay, Nick Cannon.
Right. Speaking of Nick Cannon, thank you, sis.
I didn't even know he was on it.
I mean, I don't know who all saw the interview or whatnot, but Nick Cannon said it's no accident, honey, that he is that these girls that he's busting out 12 kids in a
No.
I mean, and that's his business.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, sis. You're right. That's how it is.
That's, you know what? Nick Cannon got long money, and that's his business. My only thing is his reasoning. I just would have preferred you be like, Drake said he just don't like fucking with condoms, and I believe that. And that is something that I can be like, okay, that's true. Nick's hotel philosophies. Nick's hotel philosophies on things just give me like, okay, but these are human beings that these women are bringing into the world. And if you're anticipating, you just busted them off because you're not going to be here and then they're not going to have a daddy. And then it's like, what's the end goal here? What is the end goal?
No, Nick, what do you know that we don't? Like, what the fuck is happening? Why are you having? It's like 5 kids in 1 year, ain't it?
Yes.
Like, how? Like, well, I know how, but
and they still trying to get women birth control. I'll go there,
baby. I know you got.
I understand his whole like leaving a legacy thing, but it's a right and wrong way to leave your legacy. Like you could have did that with one woman and your kids and been fine. You ain't got to go out here and impregnate all these women. And then, you know what I'm saying?
About gene pools.
Yeah, I understand you got the money to leave them and all that, but that don't replace them having a present father being there. Like
that part.
It don't balance out. And he just, I don't know. I ain't even try to rationalize or understand it,
It just don't add up. I mean, good for the girls because they're going to get their coins for life. I mean, not for life, but they're going to get their coins. So good for them. Because I don't think he'll not make sure that they're well taken care of as far as financially goes. But
I feel like if he in this whole I'ma die in a day now, I hope he got his paperwork in order. Like you got to have that updated.
I hope the mothers have their paperwork in order. That's who I hope got their paperwork in order, honey. Because I don't know what all them documents say. And I know Mariah don't need his money. But I hope they got their papers in order. I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to leave it like that because I'm sure Monroe and Moroccan are going to be very well taken care of off of Mariah's dime. But I'm sure that Nick Cannon is sliding a check for those people.
You know it.
I'm sure that Mariah is getting the larger check out of the group.
I wouldn't be surprised if he ain't paid them to have their babies. Like, at this point,
I'm sure.
So many of them, like, shoot.
I'm sure. But bitch,
the way they got babies left and right for him. They done something.
That part. Moving right along now, let's see who is next on my list. Miss Victoria's Secret Karen.
First of all, shout out to sis for just holding her composure and laughing at the situation because baby,
the right sister on the right day.
Get her.
Shout out to her.
Have busted her in her shit.
She chose to be Auntie Tab in that moment because, baby, it would have been Jocelyn Hernandez.
Did she choose Jesus?
Baby.
Baby. I have a couple of thoughts and opinions. I honestly feel like, and I did hear this earlier from who was I listening to? Funky Dineva. We need some legislation for these hoes. Start throwing these hoes in jail and start putting these hoes on a registry. so the community can know that, hey, that racist bitch down the street could cry and try it on your child. Or could cry and try it on your husband, or whatever the case may be. Like, we need to know where these hoes is at, where they live, which Victoria's Secret number they're going into. We need those store numbers and all that shit. Because you right, E, she got the right one on the right day and just made her look a fool on camera. And, you know, I'm sure she might get a little slap on the wrist, a little fine or something like that.
She didn't get nothing. They did nothing to her. They let her go.
See, I don't like that. Them hoes need to spend a night in prison or something so that people can start to understand, like, you cannot continue today. That worked for y'all years back. You cannot walk through the world today thinking that every time, because you throwing a tantrum as a grown-ass, perfectly mentally capable person, throwing a tantrum, using your white woman tears because you are under the impression that that is going to mean that you get away, which obviously this person did, and that you can create some type of harm upon someone else. That is fucked up. That is really fucked up. And something needs to be done to help y'all understand that y'all cannot continue walking through the world in like this anymore, okay? Because, bitch, we didn't caught on to the game. We caught on to the game. We know. I'm to the point now, child. I can remember, you know, back in the day, seeing a girl cry for whatever reason out in public without knowing any backstory at all. Your first instinct, my first instinct would be like, "Ooh, what's wrong? What happened? Who did something to her?" Now I'm just like,
girl,
I don't trust your motives, girl. Cry.
Right.
Cry, sis. I don't give a damn, girl. Cry and let the police handle it. Because I can't do nothing for you, sis.
Let me get far away before you flip on me.
That part. Let me just remove myself, girl, before people around start to see me and then you crying on the corner by yourself. I'm asking you, are you okay? And now Billy Bob down the damn street just see a black man talking to a white girl and she crying, bitch, and now my life is in danger. And then you not saying nothing to defend me, girl. You just steady crying, girl. No, not today. Not today. I be thinking about that too, y'all, sometimes. I be like, I'll just be driving and I'll be like, what if I saw such and such? Am I the type of pedestrian that stops? Am I the type of person that stops and be like, oh, let me call 911 for her? Or am I the bitch that's like, Q, you will not believe what I just saw on the highway.
I swear I've been thinking about that. You know, they got the John Key on that show. What happened or whatever. What if couldn't be me? Cause John, I'm gonna be minding my business. I'm sorry, y'all gonna see me on camera mind them. And now if it's some kids involved, I'll intervene. Or if it's some of us, I'll intervene. But I mean, even if it's some little white kids, you know, and you still gotta tread water. You gotta walk a fine line dealing with them too. So I just don't catch me on camera, just minding my own business.
Just chilling, honey, and they're gonna be the one. I'm gonna be the one on the news talking about. They're gonna be trying to interview me. Why didn't you help? I don't trust that hoe. I don't know the background. I don't know that hoe, and I don't trust. When you saw him punch her, I don't know what she did before that. I don't know.
Right.
Anytime black folks get involved on white folk business, so I'm happy to the black folks. They ain't got nothing to do with it. That's why we mind our own business.
And y'all need to start doing the fucking same thing. Minding your fucking business.
But even as people blaming the Victoria's Secret workers. Like, first of all, baby, Victoria don't pay me and cut me a check no type of way. I don't care how big the check is for me to deal with this woman. If anything, and that's my shit, first of all, it's my shit, baby. I got my phone out, I'm recording, I'm laughing with the woman. Like, at this point. Because this is ridiculous. And man, if you don't get up and get out this store,
Listen,
That's all I can do.
people be saying that shit that don't be working in fucking customer service. I worked at Target and watched the motherfucker get fired for chasing somebody out of Target because they was stealing some panties. The person that worked at Target got fired. You understand what I'm saying? Baby, them folks, when they sign them applications, it is not their duty or their job to apprehend nobody that walks up in nobody's motherfucking store.
Exactly.
Okay, I don't know what kind of paperwork they signing at Louis Vuitton or Christian Dior and all of that. But at the Targets and at the Walmarts and shit like that, bitch, they know they paying you the least. Okay.
They thought they was gonna get it out of us at Academy that now. Loss prevention. Now they did think they was gonna get some super savers. No, sorry. Even then, baby, I'm not chasing nobody to their car. Cause when they get to their car, what you think they got? If they like me, they got something in their car. I'm not chasing nobody out this building. Y'all gonna
see. Then when I'm shot or whatever, and I come back in the store, and then, you know, I'm rushed to the hospital and I get my bills and then I give them to y'all. And then y'all tell me, well, actually, we're not liable for that because that happened in the parking lot. And from our reports, you were chasing the customer. See? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Child, I have watched so many people steal out of Target. Girl, take that shit. Because you know what Target has? Insurance.
Walmart.
You know what they got? Insurance.
And do. Because I'm not going to
this receipt don't match, but I'm going to give you this gift card. Go ahead. Baby, you can't bring this back, but I'm going to go ahead. I ain't got time. I'm not going to argue with you.
Nope.
These folks don't. This is not my money. This is not my merchandise.
Nope.
I do not care. Just get out my line.
Nope. So them workers did right. Them workers did right. That woman was in the wrong. Stop trying to place the blame on somebody else besides her ass on the ground crying like a toddler. Ain't nobody did it to her.
I don't get paid to be security. That's what you hire security for.
And they barely get paid. So.
Right. You want somebody to stop them, then you hire security or you start hiring in-store shoppers like Target is supposed to do. I mean, like they was doing when I was working there. But I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say because I might end up Target one day. So
next, on that same vein, I'm gonna skip around a little bit. Did y'all hear about the Florida woman that was forced off the plane?
Florida.
Oh, you talking about when they duct tape her to the seat?
Not her, but in the same vein. It's a whole nother woman. See, it's a whole nother woman. Same, but whole nother woman. She didn't want to wear a mask. She didn't want to wear a mask, and allegedly she was spitting on passengers.
Woo!
Okay, see, exactly. Yes.
Okay.
It's really a disease, and I have heard, I listen to a lot of Funky People, and I have heard it is really a disease sometimes what some of these white people be thinking. And you know, I have white friends, and I love my white friends down. All my white friends acknowledge privilege, acknowledge the advances in placement that they have. They acknowledge our problems and issues. They acknowledge it. Not only acknowledge, understand. Okay? Mm-hmm. Understand. In what world do you, with your ass, for one, you ain't read nothing. Okay? Because you talking about, in the state of Florida, we can do, girl, these rules do not apply to airlines, girl. Your state don't own the fucking airlines.
Federal laws, ma'am. And they announcing the laws repeatedly over the intercom in the airport and on the airplane.
Every 6 minutes on rotation, they telling you must wear a mask in the airport and for the duration of your flight, or you will be removed from the airport or the flight, and possibly you will not be able to fly on that airline again.
No flight.
Like, girl, they told you that, but you thought that you could come on the plane and not wear your mask, but nothing would happen to you because get your ass off the plane, sister. And then to spit on somebody, you lucky that I don't know who the passengers were that you had spit on. But if you deliberately spill on somebody,
it must have been like her, because it couldn't be done.
Because baby with a two-piece to motherfucking ass.
Because what you cannot do to a black person is spit on.
No, it wasn't us. No, it wasn't us.
You can't you can't even jeopardize the flight. Like, hold on, baby, we got a schedule. I need you to go ahead and put that mask on so we can get to moving.
And that's my other thing. So I was just gonna say that, E. I'm so glad you said that. Like, girl, they didn't spend time checking the flight, doing all this, gassing up the plane, doing all this extra shit. The pilot is on schedules, girl. The flight attendants is on schedule. And most importantly, girl, the damn passengers, bitch, we got somewhere to be. I might have a connection flight. If anything, bitch, I'm trying to help get your ass off so we can get to where we got to go.
And the crazy thing is, we can't even go to our destination. We got to turn around and take you back to where we was at. Now I got to get on another flight. Yeah.
I don't know where my luggage at. All because one bitch don't want to wear a mask. But you knew that prior to coming to the airport.
Yes.
Bitch, I ain't been on not NAN, not no Delta, not AA, bitch, not Alaskan, none of them hoes websites. And the first thing when you get ready to purchase a ticket, the first thing that flash up on the damn website in red or in yellow, bitch, is COVID restrictions. You have to wear your damn mask, bitch. So you knew this. You knew this.
Ain't even handing out 2-minute snacks.
Okay. Girl, and you're gonna get the snacks in a Ziploc bag. They're like, y'all really have to stop. That's why I'm like, bitch, we do need legislation because y'all cannot just be holding up the world just because you think your whiteness is, so much superior that you can change the rules.
And we need to pair her together with old Karen that was on the other plane trying to open the doggone exit door and took her seatbelt off. And they don't want to put a mask on, so she decided she gonna try to open the exit door while they in the air.
And jeopardize all our lives.
Listen, so the flight attendants duct taped her to the seat so she couldn't move. And people is really fighting for her, saying that they treated her so bad because they didn't have to treat her like that. First of all, baby, you trying to open the door while we in the air? Be glad that the least they could have done was duct tape her.
I don't know who you endangering your life, but don't endanger mine.
That part, girl, you want to end it all? Do it on your own time and on your own watch.
Wait till we land and go jump out of one of these. Go jump off the shuttle or something. Don't do it
because this is not the time or the place. And the people that be defending shit like this, I be really thinking. I be like, have you ever flown? Have you ever traveled? I get it. Oh, it could be mental illness. That's cool. But up here in the air, girl, what we don't have is no mental health specialist up here, sis. We gotta do what we can do so the other 100 or so fucking people on the plane don't die. Because what if she had opened it and the plane had crashed and then everybody died? Would that be justified?
Thoughts and prayers.
Well, at least they ain't tape her down. Girl.
And then even then, the headlines would have been Loving Mother Earth 3 going through a mental health crisis.
Very much that.
Like
very that. It would have been very, very, very that. Her husband died 3 years ago. Her kid flunked second grade. It would have been very that. Girl.
The picture is very funny now. I mean, they duct tape her mouth and all, baby. You not even finna see her. You finna shut up too.
Girl, it was giving very. Girl, the picture was giving very much cartoon Batman X-Men vibes. Girl, they taped her down like a character in a cartoon. Those flight attendants said, "Ma'am, you're not gonna yell. You're not gonna spit. You ain't gonna jostle around. Your ass is gonna be in this seat until this plane land." And I could be in them as someone that flies, used to relatively often. Bitch, I want to be safe.
Remind me of wheelchair
Rolling Ray
that was trying to keep people from protesting and going in Target, and they was
yeah.
That's who she remind me of sitting there.
Because they strapped her ass down too.
Like, girl, your sister ain't tell you what happened to her?
Oh, they strapped her down real good, baby.
You know what? Shout out to the motherfucker that had duct tape on the flight. I didn't even know they had duct tape in their kids. Work.
They did
I
better
don't care
than
where
me.
it came from, but hallelujah.
Ooh, they did better than me. Because I would have sat down, buckled up, and told all the passengers, look, buckle y'all seatbelts. We finna get this bitch is finna leave. She wants to leave, let her leave.
Okay. Y'all really have to stop, especially on the flights, girl. People got lives and places to be and shit to do. Pilots got shit to do. They got to get back and report all that shit. We late to our destinations. Our luggage late. Our flight, our connecting flight, we didn't miss it. Now we sleeping in Denver airport overnight. Girl, because the gag is, see, part of me is like, I know they have to go directly into custody when they land. Part of me like, no, let them hoes have 15 minutes on the tarmac, bitch, with just the other passengers. Let's whoop that hoe down before the security take that hoe to jail. Because, bitch, I got some frustrations to get out on that bitch head.
Matter of fact, don't need security can walk there through it, but I'm throwing a drink. I'm getting thrown, popped upside the head. Something going on.
Ooh, bitch. You finna like get this frustration. You finna get this frustration before I call and she taped.
Just they're helpless. Now I bet you sit down somewhere. That's that after you get a whooping now. I bet you sit down somewhere and don't say nothing else.
Okay, and I know it hurt when they pulled her hair with that duct tape. I know it hurt. Okay. Moving on for Karen's, we didn't get them too much light. Listen, I don't know if y'all keep up with Candace's YouTube page. Y'all need to subscribe to Candace's YouTube page. For one, Candy be giving the best dialogue after the episode of how shit breaks down behind the scenes or all that. Next, Candy got a new show on her, well, I guess I wouldn't say new, but Candy has a show on her YouTube called, what is it called? On That Note, where basically she speaks to her other people in the music industry, kind of break down their experiences with music, how to get in the business, what goes on in the business, you know, that whole thing. And that's something that Candy would know about. Honey, she had Nivea on here recently. And baby, the stories that Nivea was telling about her life took me. I had heard some of these things prior, but like watching her retell it, and you can see in her eyes that she was like reliving it in the moments that she was telling it, took me. Like shook me to the point of like tears in my eyes, especially when she got to talking about the cocaine and whatnot. And she didn't even care about the love of her children. She was going through it so bad. She did not care about nothing. That took me by storm. If y'all have not watched that, y'all need to go watch it. Support Nivea. I mean, I feel like people have always loved Nivea. Like Nivea has always been relatively problematic as far as to the masses go. And I feel like a lot of that is because she was dealing with so much shit in her personal life. She didn't have time to be problematic to nobody.
Right.
Like the whole Lil Wayne story gagged me.
I think for her, I think it was the when she was talking like it was normal for me. It was just like, dang, like she talking about this stuff like this happened. Like this is a norm. It was just so normalized for her, and I'm just like, dang, like sis, like shoot, like
even all the way through, you was right. I mean, I think that's probably what hit me. Now that you verbalized that for me, that's probably what hit me the most too. She was like, oh yeah, raked on top of the car, like yeah, girl, yes.
Yeah, like he was over 40 something. Like I'm like, that's not normal.
She was very much just matter of fact about the situation, and honestly, maybe that's kind of what helped her survive, because she didn't have, maybe in her mind when she was going through it, maybe there wasn't a lot of pity for herself in the moment, because she was like, oh well, this is just regular day shit, especially since you know the story of the addiction with her family and all of that. So it's not as if she hadn't seen certain things before. It just amazes me the timeline and how young she was when the traumatic shit had started happening. And then after she got somewhere, how she really didn't feel like she got nowhere, because she had to take care of her family, and then she had her kids. It was just a lot that happened to this young woman at the time that I feel like watching her, I felt like she was like, yeah, I got through it. But I don't feel like she has dealt with it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I got through it. I survived. I don't do coke no more. I'm beyond that. But then when she was like, yeah, I went to therapy a couple of times, but like, Girl,
yeah, because she's even said that, like, she don't want to, like, you know, therapy to take you down through there. Like, you got to actually, like, you
relive those moments.
Through some stuff and, like, go through it. I don't think she's ready to, like, really fully. I feel like she has healed from it, but I don't think she has, like, fully, like, recognized, like, how, like, that's not normal. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
I wish the best for sis. Like, I'm glad that she's getting this light because of BET Encore. Also, watch that if y'all are not on BET Plus. I mean, I'm glad that she's given the spotlight that she is. I mean, I hate that some of the headlines are already like, oh, what Lil Wayne did to Nivea. Like, she's moved on. He has moved on. They have the child. He's paying them. Like, I get it. But I would rather the headlines be like, you know, Nivea telling her story to help other people. Like, Nivea just tells her story because whatever. I don't want it to, I would hate for it to turn into a thing like social media does. Like, Lil Wayne was dead ass wrong. Well, maybe so. But they have moved on from that. So let's not put them in a position to where now it's another thing for them. Like, Dream was dead ass wrong, but they have moved on from that.
Right.
So let them people move on from their shit, but also just support Nivea in the moment, because even looking at her, I just felt like she one of them girls that went through a lot of shit. It's easier for her to be like, I got through it, let me put it in the back of my mind because I still got shit to do. Versus like, I've actually sat with everything and I'm actually at peace with all the shit that happened to me. Because what, Nivea is like in her 40s, late 30s? Sure. That's a lot of shit to have gone through in a relatively a fast track amount of time. She was like, shit started around 2003 where it was like bad.
39.
39? That's young to have gone through as much shit as she went through. And then of course, you know, she look at her kids, I'm sure she see their daddies. Like, you know, I just feel like that's a lot. So if y'all haven't watched that, watch that. Go support Nivea, stream her music. Hopefully she comes out with new music soon so we can buy her shit and listen to her story. Hopefully this sets her up in a position that she can take advantage of this moment in her career that she feels like she lost because she stopped her career because of all the horrible shit that was happening to her. Last thing, really quick, bitch. Y'all can't see this, but shout out to Halle. She just finished shooting The Little Mermaid. She finally wrapped. She said she started when she was 18. She's 21 now and it's finally done. Shout out to her. Is the movie gonna be good? I don't know.
Oh, child, we gotta put it in the editor's hands. I needed to give what it's supposed to give.
The way these Disney's remakes are going, we gonna see. Because the thing about Disney is the supporting characters. The main character be bomb, but we as children were really attached to the supporting characters, even if we don't know it. Flounder, Sebastian, her daddy, her 15 sisters, all that shit mattered.
They keep switching up the storyline too. Like, I get you want the characters to grow with the people that it started with, but that ain't
retell me the same story.
That part.
Retell me the exact same story, which based on the characters, they feel like it's gonna give that.
What was the last one they did? Was it Mulan or whatever? And it did not give. I get it. It would have been a great movie, not associated with the story. Classic Mulan. Like, it would have been great outside of that. Right. So I hope it's not on Mulan. I need it to be on like Lion King or Jungle Book, because Jungle Book was on point.
Jungle Book was
first came out
on point.
So I need it to be there.
Right, and I feel like it will, because really, I mean, the real story of The Little Mermaid is not as, but nothing is the way Disney made it. All those were horror stories until Disney got their hands on the princesses. All that shit was horror. But, you know, Little Mermaid is just Little Mermaid. You know, Mulan, the real story of Mulan is kind of sketch. The real story of Pocahontas, kind of sketch for them to like try to redo. Hopefully they do it right. The hair from the little video that she posted, I was like, girl, I hope they do something in the animation of this that gives. Because what it was giving in the photo was not giving for me.
Real homegirl. Oh, this my summertime breaks. Look, I'm chilling.
Right. Like this is one of the princesses of the Seven Seas. So like,
isn't she like the first Black like representative of the Disney princesses outside of Tiana?
Outside of Tiana.
So
and
like,
outside of Brandy on Broadway.
Right.
Yeah.
But did Disney claim that?
You're right.
They did.
Broadway
was not in charge. That's why it was a bop like it was.
Right.
I think so. Because that's why Brandy can't sing it or do anything
anything with it. Although it's so funny because Todrick can, but girl, it's a whole other story. Bitch, Todrick can sing a full Disney. Todrick can act out the entire Disney movie, bitch, and Disney will give him a gift bag.
I mean, I guess when you fucking the right white man, like.
Woo!
No, it was a Rodgers and Hammerstein production. It wasn't Disney.
Oh, either way. Either way.
That makes sense. That's why Kiki got to do it too then, I guess.
Yeah.
Work. I mean, hopefully they do her right, and hopefully the hair is giving what we all know that it should give. Beautiful red dreadlocks. It looked like in the photo, it was like, ooh, these are either bad dreads or wet synthetic hair. So I'm really hoping that the animations really, really fucking give, because Ariel is about the hair. Let's not be confused, honey. I mean, Ariel had me having crush on redheads for a really, really long time, sis. And I followed through on those crushes.
It was Charlie.
So I'm gonna need the hair to give what it needs to give. With that being said, honey, that is it for what's popping. We're done with that. We're gonna move right on along and get into our main topic this week, which is going to be led by our lovely Eriica Kane.
Okay, y'all. We're gonna be talking about love languages today. You know, help you learn a little bit more about yourself. So, as y'all know, this morning,
come back, Kimbo.
I sent y'all the link to take the love language quiz. Okay, so
love languages. I'm leaving work.
She coming back. But the reason why I want to talk about love language, because so when I first started teaching about 6 years ago, the very first job I got, we were in professional development, PD, and they were they gave us this quiz, and I was like, why y'all need to know my love language? Like, what is this or whatever?
Right.
So I took the little quiz or whatnot, and I figured out for the first time what my love language was. And your love language is how you receive love, okay? Not how you give love, but how you would like to receive love. Mm-hmm. And there are 5 different types of love languages. You have gifts, you have acts of service, physical touch, words of affirmation, and quality time, okay? And if you take this little quiz, you know, we might could link it in our section or something when we post the episode so y'all can get into it. And it just tells you your percentages of which one of the 5 love languages that you prefer. So first, I want everybody we can go around and we can tell what our love language is, what you thought your love language would be, and how it's different. And then we'll talk about the third question last. So we can start. I'll start and share mine out first, since this is my topic. So I took the quiz. I've taken this before. Like I take it every so often. Me and my husband take it every so often. But my love language, it's acts of service, then it's words of affirmation, then it's quality time, then it is
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? I didn't hear the first ones.
What? So my top 2 are acts of service.
Is that number 1?
That's number 1 for me.
Okay.
And then it's words of affirmation.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about myself. And then it's quality time. And then I think it's gifts is last. And then what's the other one I'm missing? I'm missing one.
Physical touch.
Physical touch.
Mm-hmm.
Physical touch is my third one. It's acts of service, words of affirmation, physical touch, quality time, and then gifts. So, which was shocking for me, but I think it's mine is acts of service now. I figured mine was quality time, and then it would have been physical touch, and then acts of service. But no, that wasn't what it was. Right. But I guess I'll define them too. So with acts of service, it means you like people to do stuff to not only do stuff for you, like with little things around the house, they'll take care of it for you, or stuff that you have on your to-do list, they'll take care of it for you. Quality time is self-explanatory. You like to spend time with that person, be in that person's presence. Gifts, self-explanatory. You like people to give you stuff that you tangible things, money, whatever. Physical touch, self-explanatory. It could be hand holding, kissing, hugging, whatever that may be.
That.
Yes. And then words of affirmation is like telling you things like, I love you, I appreciate you, I'm proud of you, that type of stuff. So yeah, mine was very opposite of what it was. Mine has changed throughout the years, and it was opposite of what I thought it was for right now.
Let me ask you a question before we move on to the rest of our list.
Okay.
How close in percentages were these for you?
It was like 22. They were very, very close, like very low percentages. Like I didn't have a large gap. Like I think gifts is my very lowest at like 2%. Cause like really you ain't gotta buy me nothing because baby can buy her own things. Like I need those other things. Fill me in those other ways.
Snaps for you, not relatable content.
But yeah, that's where mine was. Like my highest percentage, actually action service is 30 for me. And then it was, what's the next one? Hold on, y'all, I'm trying to go through the slide. Words of affirmations was 27, and then quality time was 23, physical touch is 13, and then gifts is actually 7. So that's what my percentages are.
Okay.
Was,
KD, I'm curious, sis.
I feel like I know. I don't know. I'm gonna guess your biggest one is physical touch, but I don't know.
And if it's not that one, honey, it's quality time or gifts. Because when I say these girls, it
ain't either one of them.
It's not. It's not. And I was shocked because when I did it one time before, I think we came up with it was physical touch and quality time.
Okay.
But this one is words of affirmation.
Okay.
Yeah. It was 27%. And then I had
no, we the same person, but work.
Baby, tell me I'm doing a good job. Then it was quality time at 23%. Acts of service 20%. Receiving gifts 17%, and physical touch 13%.
Now your physical touch would have been your last one.
I know, right?
I'm surprised by that too, sis.
But I feel like it's different though with outside people. I feel like you don't hug me, don't touch me, don't do all that. So I kind of,
And that's how it is with me as far as like when you had asked the question, does your love language differ within relationships, friendships?
Oh.
Yeah. Don't hug me, don't touch me, don't do that. Please don't.
Girl, I don't even think I don't think I've ever hugged any of y'all. And I really don't anticipate doing it.
I feel like everybody has hugged me because I hug you.
Oh, well, yeah, because E is a hugger.
As far as like
E is a hugger, honey.
But everybody else,
I've never hugged Q. I think maybe maybe KD,
I don't even know.
Girl,
it was probably a little church hug type.
Yes, I was just about to say it gives very much arm around the shoulder, girl, but not body to body.
Right. Because we know we
know y'all. So don't be talking about my hugs and me hugging y'all.
I do love to hug people that love to be hugged, but it's just we don't have that type of vibe over here.
I don't like to be hugged. I don't like to be touched either. I like to be touched by my baby. But I don't know, like, see y'all, when we say friends, y'all are different though. Like I could hug y'all and like all that, but like family. Other people outside that I would like
outside, like,
hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
I'm barely
good. I'm curious.
I'm barely liking to want to be around you Don't touch me. Please don't touch me.
Exactly.
I don't know where your kids been. I don't know where you been. You got germs. Your spirits. I don't know what kind of spirits you have on your body or whatever you got going on there. You might transfer them over to me because I am very a person that will feel what you're feeling. I don't need that in my life. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. I really am. I don't need that. I have that enough with talking to people over the phone. I don't need that with everybody else.
Right.
Like it's changed though. Like if you think of like younger you, young adult you, like high school, college age, and then you now, do you feel like it has evolved since then? Like your love language has changed? Or have you always been like, don't touch me, like, fill my head up, tell me what I'm doing right, but
you know that I'm that type of person, like, at least, tell me that you appreciate what I'm doing, thank me or something, I'm not much of a give type person, because I don't know what I be wanting my damn self. So for you to buy me something, I mean, it'll be good, but I don't know.
She's lying. She likes shoes, ladies. Okay.
I'm not like that anymore. I'm not like that anymore.
Listen, can't never go wrong with cash.
Trips.
Cards.
Cash at me.
Hello.
Yeah.
Q, break it down.
Okay, you better lead. Go ahead, Q.
Okay.
Seems familiar, doesn't it? E's interrupting me. Y'all go back and watch the episode. E is interrupting me.
Don't go back and watch it. We're gonna delete it off the platform.
Okay, y'all.
Yours is gifts.
No, actually, it surprised me. Yeah, it was acts of service.
I can see that.
I can see that.
That was at 33%. And
how
then
much?
33.
33.
And then what was it? Quality time was 27%. Physical touch was 20%. Words of affirmation was 10%, and gifts were 10%.
Work.
So
that kind of makes sense for you looking from the outside in. Of course, I don't see you want somebody just to buy you shit all the time.
No.
Because you like to buy your own shit and you're very particular about the shit that you buy.
Mm-hmm.
But I did think words of affirmation would have been higher than your quality time because you like to be on go by yourself.
You're right. Honestly, I think that might be changing. I don't know. It could be.
Let's do this again in 3 months.
Listen,
let's do this again in 3 months just to check in with each other.
Right. Like, I'm not good with this. This is my weak point.
He hates shit
I think it was just interesting to see how like how we all like view love and like want to receive love. Like this is so like, and then it just teach you about yourself. Like, really, am I this person? And then when you go through and read the definitions, it's hard to make sense. Like like
right.
I don't know. I kind of like throwing a rock into a dark room. Let's just wing it. Let's see what's going on. And if I don't like it in 2 days, then no.
Not
you don't want to learn about yourself. This is
lying about that.
Okay, because mine was different. Because I would probably thought that it was more so of like quality time myself. Honestly, like we can be in the room. Don't have to talk to each other and it'll be fine. It will be perfect. We both be doing our own thing. We'll be right there.
That so, for me, because when I was taking the quiz, before I give my, response, when I was taking it, obviously I was referencing current, but also in the back of my head, I was like, oh, but in other relationships, this answer would be different. 100%.
I was trying to think like, but if I was in a relationship and, like, I guess how I want my next relationship to be.
I mean, you could have marked single.
I could have, Erica, but I just want to play.
Oh, you in a relationship
then? No, I wanted to play, Erica.
Come on in, y'all, Van Zant. Get into the meat of the shit.
So,
But I was wondering, like, I really wanted to know, like, what was the difference in the single quiz? Because I didn't click on the singles quiz. So I was like, like, what's the different questions that they ask versus the relationship? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you ask?
All of mine were relatively really close together as far as percentages, which I found kind of interesting. But also, like Katie and like E, I had words of affirmation was my number one, 27%. But then following that with 20%, both of them 20% were quality time and acts of service. And then both with 17% was physical touch and receiving gifts. So literally all of mine, I feel like are like really close together in percentages. I don't know what that means or what that says about me. But
right, this kind of fucked me up. Like, oh God.
I mean, I was kind of surprised by words of affirmation. But again, like the relationship we have, I don't know, the way the questions were worded, the relationship that we have, we're very opposite individuals, right? So we kind of operate our lives like that. So I feel like that's what reflects in these particular answers. But if in different scenarios or different relationships, this would definitely be different. But I feel like it, like my adolescent self, like, well, I wouldn't say adolescent, 25, maybe 22 to 26, something like that. Probably physical touch and quality time would have been like the top.
Well, it would have been physical touch and gift.
But I think of it, like, I answered my questions. I took the partner out of it. My bad. You was about to talk. Let me go ahead and give you the floor. I'm lagging over here, so my sound is coming.
Oh no, I'm listening. I was just saying, during that time, it would have been physical touch and gift for me. But
see, I just feel like, but then with just past relationships, this would have been very, very different. I feel like past relationships, it would have just been very different.
But take the partner out of it, and
just take the partner out of it, and it's a whole different test.
That's what I'm saying. Like, take the partner out of it, and you're answering like, what do you like for yourself? Like, don't think about the person you're in a relationship with. That's how I had to answer. Like,
that's what I did.
I took my husband out of the situation. And I'm like, okay, what do I like for myself? Not what I think he can do, what I want him to do. Like, flat out, just what do I want for myself?
See, I feel like if I would have went consistently through the test like that, miss physical touch and miss receiving gifts, way higher than that, because at least a lot of my questions were like not gifts like necessarily expensive things or anything like that, but like I do like to receive something that tells me that you thought about this specifically for me.
Yeah, I had that question too.
Like maybe I said something in passing. Maybe I posted something on social media, which has happened. Like there's paintings on the wall and all kinds of things that I have just randomly posted on Tumblr back when Tumblr was a thing, and all of a sudden it showed up at the door. Like I live for that type of shit. Like going on trips together, like that's the kind of quality time that I like. I thrive on stuff like that. Like going somewhere or doing an activity together. Like just sitting in the room together.
Don't throw no shade.
I know, right?
Sure. I like activities and shit together at this stage of my life anyway. So if I would have answered like that, this whole list would have been a little shaken up, honey. And y'all know I live for my own body. So physical touch would have definitely been. I'm gonna take this again with that frame of mind, because that definitely dictates the answers.
Yeah, you have to, because that's what I had to do. When I guess when I took it in a work setting, that's how I was explaining, because I'm thinking like love language. Like, I don't know y'all. Like, I mean, I love y'all because God told me to love y'all and I hate y'all, but I ain't like, y'all ain't my in a relationship with me. Y'all ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, because Because what I made me in a relationship, what I want my husband to do for me is not what I want for you to do for me at work. I don't want hugs from you. I don't need you to hold my hand. Like, because my work me is like, okay, tell me I'm doing a good job. Really, honestly, you really ain't got to do that. I don't know. Like, it's just very different in the different settings, if that makes sense.
And the questions like you was asking Kim, like prior did this change, like even with your friends and just different relationships in your life, the younger me was very much physical touch, and not like sexual, but like I would hug all my friends down. Like we would be at the club just hanging out. Oh, Kim, you know, Katie, you know, probably more so than Q knows or anybody else really, because you have been around me in my most purest settings back in the day. So, you know, child, hold me, hug me, pick me up. Like all of that. That used to be the inner girl, that used to be the energy that I used to get. Like, don't like hug me like this, honey, hug me like this. Like, even just like my friends. Like Q, remember how me and Anthony used to gallivant around together? Like me and Anthony, people thought me and Anthony was dating. Because when we were around each other, we just could not stop touching each other. Now, Q, you know that, right? Oh. How could we ever be dating? Oh. Right? How could we have ever dated? But people used to think that because we take pictures together, and I still have some of them. I might post some this next week on Instagram. But there will be pictures of us together. I mean, close, like close. But dating. Girl, no. We just close like that. But see, I feel like that has changed. That is progressively changed. I'm more like, personal space. I don't really want to smell you like that. I don't really want your warmth on me like that. It's kind of changed. Ooh. Now, if I'm with those people again, that could switch back into those roles because those were the roles we left off on. But anybody new, I don't want your pheromones on me.
Right. Like that.
Right.
I feel like you got a whole like thought process over here. Like you just like what's on your mind? Share.
Please.
Me?
Yes.
Like, I mean, because I'm like thinking about, first of all, I took this with a little situationship in mind. And I realized that's why I got the answers that I got. Which is weird. Now I think about it.
Yeah, I'm interested in knowing your days. Like,
is it weird? Is it weird because
quality time is on you? Like usually, no. Quality time would probably be last for me. So that's why I'm looking at this, and I'm kind of like, Erica, like, what the fuck? Because, like, going by this chart, like, I actually like this little situationship.
That's okay.
Right. That's cool. That's fine. Whatever. What am I thinking about?
Not you surprised your own self with how sensitive
you did.
But it's like it triggered you. Like, dang, do I really know myself? And do I really?
Like, what is this niggatry at work?
But I think it's also the way that the algorithm is set up with the questions it asks, because the two questions that it put against each other, it's like, dang, I like this, but which one do I like more?
Right.
Like, dang, I like this one more, so let me,
Because on some of them, I ain't gonna lie, I looked at the gift answer and I was like, damn, I would like a nice gift. But then I thought about the situationship and I was like, well, shit, like, they ain't gotta give me like no gift or nothing like that. Like, we can just spend time together. We could just talk or whatever.
Right.
Which again is weird for me. So thank you, E, for this special gift.
Because I think I'm over here like going through it again. And even like with it says like it's more meaningful to me when someone I love gives me a gift as a token of our love, concern for each other, or it's I get to spend uninterrupted leisure time with those I love.
Right.
It will be most definitely the first one because
Leisure time.
I like to be alone, but with whoever I'm with.
See,
but I mean, I took that leisure time as being uninterrupted with that person. Like, see, that's how I thought about it.
It's like
right. It gives you a little like
Kim, we're off.
It kind of makes you want to ride the middle line. Like it makes you want to ride right there in the middle. It makes you want to be like, yeah, I want the quality time, but girl, also the token of love.
Right.
But you have to. Right. It's like, which one do you want more? And that's when I think like Q. I think that's when you like when your mind starts being like, oh, I need to relate this to an actual situation.
Mm-hmm.
So with this person, I'm cool with just the quality leisure time.
Mm-hmm.
Versus where it might be like, if I take the person out of the equation.
Gifts all day. Gifts all day, preferably with receipts. So.
And that's kind of where
but even when you take it with the person in mind, because like I said, I've taken this, we take it something like we take it so much. Like I text my husband, like I feel like my love language is changing. Let me go to this quiz so I can let you know how I need to receive love. And he gets out of me. But I'm saying like it changes, like it's a good thing to like take and just kind of refresh. Like, dang, maybe I am like maybe I'm not receiving your love the way that I was.
Why not just speak what you need? Like if I'm.
Sometimes you can't verbalize just how like you didn't even know that you liked this situationship as much as you did until you took this test.
You're right, but I have verbalized like some things within the situationship, like
but just. It's easier when you have like this in front of you and you can like put actions to it and you can actually like break it down for them to understand like, hey, well, this is why I'm this way or whatever. Like I'm very vocal and I say like, hey, I need these things. But then also,
what I say when I'm like
frustrated.
Put your phone down because like I need your undivided attention right now.
I mean, yeah, you can vocalize those things, but shoot. But also it's good for both of you to take it so you can also understand like just because you receive love this way, they don't receive love in that same way, and what they feel like they're giving is their way of giving love the way that they know how to do it. And this is the way that you can show them like, hey, this is how I like to receive love, this is the way you like to receive love, and it pushes you to where you can like, okay, this is not how I want to receive love, but I know that you like this. So let me show you I love you by doing something that you like and not what I think I should do.
Okay. I mean, I see that. Because some people do need, it's one thing for you to verbalize it and tell me. It's another thing to kind of have something else in addition to that, to kind of be like, hey, out of these two things, hypothetically, I would prefer this. Versus like, can you just touch me more? That can mean anything. But this is what I actually mean.
And if they're not a physical touch person, it's like, dang, well, I don't like touching people, but I'm gonna try and like tell me like, and the quiz gives you those ways in which they can do like physical touch can be holding hands. It could be a random hug throughout the day. It could be something so small, like it don't have to be so intimate. You know what I'm saying? To the point of like sex or whatever, but it can just be something so small, and it gives them, and it really honestly could not be for you. It could be something for you to like, hey, I took this quiz, here are some examples, these are my love, these are the things that I like to ways I like to receive love, like, and it's almost like a study guide for them, like, oh shoot, let me go look at that quiz and see what I can do. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just very interesting.
Thank you, Eve.
I see you thinking over here.
I just think it's witchcraft, and you know,
I love crap country.
That you practice witchcraft, but I'm just saying, you did something here, E, and I'm thrown for a loop right now.
So now I'm interested in us doing. I sent us the apology language. Like, what's your apology language? Like, how do you like? I think it's how you like to receive apology, and it's also your anger assessment, like how you. Hey, we getting in touch with ourselves. Like, this is like I said, this is my year for like personal growth and for me to learn myself. And I'm pushing y'all right along with me. I'm gonna push y'all out y'all little comfort zone because the real friends and family help you grow, whether you like it or not. It's gonna be uncomfortable, but you're gonna learn something new about yourself. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Because I want to be Tabitha Brown. I want to be her so bad with the calmness and how I react.
I ain't even gonna lie. I just want to be a nice mixture, honey. Because honestly, I still sometimes live in that world where it's the passion and the fieriness for me. And I get it. It'd be so like childish and immature, but it'd be like.
But even take other people out of it though, like it just
like kill you, like I'm just
But take the other people out of it, like it's gonna help you like learn.
Like I get it, I get what you're saying.
Learn more about yourself and like you start to like dig deeper into yourself, like taking other people out of the picture. Like let me just like let me learn myself what I truly like. And even if the quiz is wrong, it'll help you explore and like put some like answers to some questions you may have, like shoot, because I can't wait to take the anchor and apology one because I'm a person that don't apologize at all.
Hey, what is
if I apologize, I have to really feel like I really did something wrong.
Are you a Gemini?
And I just want to know like a little bit more, like dang, why?
She is.
You a Gemini? You just talking about damn mama, like
Okay, and.
What's the problem?
It's like y'all see locked doors and y'all just take an axe and say, fuck it. I'm going
Open up.
Right. Whereas I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what's over there, so I'm gonna leave it there because I'm fine here. But I appreciate it though, because this is actually put some stuff on my mind.
Don't propose at E-wedding because she ain't gonna like that.
I'm not anything to do.
Do you need a +1? Let me go ahead and put that under your name. Let me add.
I might, but what do you like? You said you don't care what I do at your wedding.
I don't care what y'all do, because baby,
my
name is Eriica Kane, and I'm on drink number 1.
Yeah.
Damn part. That's what we need, honey.
We're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to.
Like 3 backup dancers.
The bar will be open.
Ooh, my God.
Dinner is wrapped up and we do all the little traditional whatever. Oh, baby, when the DJ cuts, the DJ's gonna cut and it's party time. I don't care what else is going on. We ain't got time for
You was wrong for telling Q he can do whatever he wants to at your wedding.
Because this 2-hour set is about
at the reception, not during the ceremony.
You're right. Thank you.
After the festivities, the traditional festivities.
You say that now until he walked down the aisle in a white tux right after you.
Have
you seen Corella yet? Have y'all seen Corella?
Or you won't get in now. I need you to get on time because security will be at the door and ain't nobody coming in until it's time for the reception to start.
Quiet, I just kept the security right because kinfolk.
Okay. Right. Splash my backup dancers because Erica's going down.
Hello.
But no, thank y'all for taking that quiz.
Thank you so much for that topic, girl. I really enjoyed. Thank you.
For real.
No, but for real, thank y'all though, for real. Like I was, because I woke up this morning, I was like, dang, what are we gonna talk about today?
Well, how can I cause chaos and it's just horror in their lives today?
Horror, it's a beautiful thing.
Scarlet Witch.
I don't know, like.
Come on, chaos. Not chaos magic. Okay. Listen, I would love for all of our followers to please, y'all, we'll drop it in the link. We'll drop the link in the description and then y'all go take it and then let us know what y'all scores were, especially our close, friends or whatever. I'm curious. Especially the apology and anger when we do that. I'm going to be very curious.
Right.
Very curious. Well, E, you want to close us on out? Well, oh yeah, we got
to hop into the pits.
The pits.
Oh, I got lead us in.
Come on, KD. We're going to start off with KD with the pits. Come on.
Let's go.
Well, we're going to go ahead and jump right on into the pits, honey. So I did go ahead and watch Jocelyn Cabaret and Miss Yummy P bitch. I'm finna put your bitch ass in the goddamn pit.
Oh,
to do in the pits, bitch. Because how the fuck you gonna sneak this girl? She wasn't even standing up talking about she ran up on you. Bitch, she was crying, kneeling down because she was happy that she was able to,
be in the
perform. Like, bitch, what? Who the crazy one here? You or them?
It was the heel
for me. Thank you.
She took off the heel and like, bitch, what?
Mm-hmm.
Why you didn't fight her one-on-one straight up? You have to wait till she kneeled down to hit her with your heel, not even with your hand. And then you grabbed her hair. If you gonna do work, bitch, do work with your hand. And don't be grabbing her hair. That's not what we do. Because if she would have been up in your face and you tried to do that and she was actually watching, she would have mollywopped your ass. Don't do that. Oh, Miss Yummy P, Pussy P, you in the pits, bitch.
Whoop. Period.
Yeah, I still ain't watched and I need to so bad.
I won't get into it because I started watching it yesterday and I finished today. It was so good.
Okay, I'm gonna watch. Q, send me the information again.
Send you what?
The information that I need. Wait, it's only like $4.99, right? Zeus.
I guess so. I think so.
I don't know how much Zeus is.
Okay. Just send me the details. I'm gonna watch it.
Okay.
Cause
you got a pitch.
Okay. Oh, I was gonna knock it on to you, Jay. You got a pitch.
Oh, girl. I don't really have a pitch, but there's this discussion that often circulates on Twitter. Every just so often. When it comes to my girl, my ace boon coon, the bitch that I rides for, dangerously in love, like, and I just the conversation always steers into vocal ability, and I just need an actual alive comparison on a stage so I can really see what it is that y'all apparently seeing that I'm not seeing. No, I just need to see it because the question always comes into she can't sing. And I guess I need to verbalize it for the people that do not know. What is this conversation about Beyonce's vocals that y'all keep giving? I'm not understanding what it is that you're trying to say, honey.
What do you mean by comparison? Who, like, what you?
Anybody. Because it's always she can't. Okay? So I need, and then the names that I keep seeing of the people that can, okay, well, bitch, Aretha is dead. You in your early 20s, you about don't know shit about no motherfucking Aretha. Dead it. It's always Whitney. Girl, Whitney has passed on. Yes, Whitney is the voice, girl. We get that. But can you give me something else today, mama?
So you're not putting Jasmine on top?
We can put Jasmine, but the question is always she can't sing, and that is just simply not fucking true.
The question was you needed a comparison now.
Okay. And that's another thing. When you say comparison, tell me what you mean.
You said vocal ability, right? We're talking vocal.
Right, but I need that broken down and layered down because people keep saying Brandy and yes, Jasmine, honey. Yes, them hoes can probably outrun Beyonce. Them hoes probably got a little bit of range on them hoes. But when I'm talking, but Beyonce on a stage would outblow them hoes. And that's just my opinion. She would outblow them hoes. Now, them hoes can probably run her through the valley and over the river tops and all that extra shit. Okay? Because what Brandy is good for, honey, is holding a run until the Lord comes back. She's good for that. She's real good for that. But that's all y'all got? Kiki Wyatt? Girl, sit down, girl. Girl, I get it. Kiki Wyatt has vocal range, honey. But unless she's giving Patty yells, is it vocal range?
I'll honestly, after her latest and what she's been doing, I'll put Chrisette up there. I know we canceled Chrisette and everything she had going on.
Chrisette can sing.
Okay.
But what y'all have to stop saying is that Beyonce cannot sing. That's
I didn't say she couldn't sing now.
And when you say comparisons, what exactly are we comparing, honey?
Well, you can't compare anything because everyone you just named stands stills and sings.
But we talking about vocal ability. We're not talking about performance. Now it's different with performance. Now we can't say performance, or we can't specify vocal ability now.
I'm just saying.
Are we talking about the overall? Are we talking about the overall performance, or are we talking
Beyonce,
about
hold on, Beyonce can stand still and sing, and she can move and sing. If they can stand still and sing, but when they move and sing, it doesn't translate.
But
that's all I'm saying.
When you say vocal ability, though, we not
only one
okay.
Conversation.
When I think vocal ability, I'm thinking you old school on stage. It's a stool and it's a mic, and we singing.
Okay. So when you say that though, but when you say that, and when they be saying that, I just be wanting to know what is it that we're comparing in the vocal ability that puts her so much lower than all these other girls.
I think it just depends on who you ask, whether she's at the top of their list or she's middle of their list or the bottom.
What is it giving?
I'm just saying.
What is it actually giving? Is all I'm trying to say. And then people like to throw in all her songs up tempo. Okay, well, y'all don't buy Beyonce albums, so y'all wouldn't know these things. I get it. I understand. You don't listen to full records. I get it. I understand. You've never been to a live show or a concert. I get it. I understand. But one thing with Beyonce, the live shows are always better than what is on the album, sister. It is just in her DNA. I get it. She's definitely currently today got to be in everybody's top 5 female vocalists that are like relevant artists. I don't want to hear about Lakeisha at your motherfucking whatever barbecue. I'm not seeing it. You can say Chrisette, child. I ain't heard Chrisette sing in so motherfucking long. And mama just canceled a motherfucking show in New Orleans the other night. Girl, what is the cancellation? You need to be singing every time you get a chance.
Wait, Chrisette, is that Basquiat skirt? Is that her?
Beyonce not in my top 5 though.
But it's Chrisette Basquiat shirt. Is that what we talking about?
It's Chrisette not my top 5. I'm just saying.
Okay. Oh, that's her? Oh, you right. She better not be in your top 5. I wasn't talking about you.
Listen, it still goes back to preference, though.
It is a preference thing.
Right.
Pleasing to that person's ear.
It is a preference thing.
Everybody's ear. Now, I ain't never been a person to say that, Beyonce can't sing. Like, I'll give credit to what credit's due. But you already know how I feel. Like, my ear and my ear is very different from your ear, and what's appealing to your ear is different from other people.
And see, I can appreciate that. I can appreciate your opinion because your opinion never wavers.
Yeah.
So that I can appreciate. Excuse me. It's specifically the motherfuckers that come on and hop out and jump out just when Beyonce's name comes up in conversation when it comes to vocals, girl.
Oh, the trolls.
It's like, girl, what you're saying means nothing. Well, Kelly sings better. Great. Why y'all not buying her albums and her songs?
Thank you.
That's great. I live for that. And I live for Kelly because Kelly does have a massive range. Why are you not buying her music? I'm just asking for the people right behind me that want to know. Why is that? Just please let it go. Just let it go. For one Beyonce girl, she's almost 40. Just let it go. Your point has been proven wrong time and time again. The woman can sing and sing very fucking well. The range is immaculate. You just cannot knocking. Especially if you haven't listened to any albums through. You absolutely, all you really need to listen to is 4. If you want to talk about vocal ability, if you have not listened to 4 all the way through and you have an opinion on Beyonce's voice, you don't have an opinion on Beyonce's voice. That's how I feel about it. Y'all over there talking about, well, I listen to Crazy in Love and I just don't see the vocal range. Bitch, you listening to a pop up tempo record, bitch. Sit the fuck. Well, I was listening to Ape shit and she's a rapper, girl. She's a rapper on the record.
Okay, we gonna wrap it up because you're gonna go all night.
Speaking of all night, listen to All Night on Lemonade. Bitch, it's vocal ability.
So those of you who continue to come for Beyonce, when she ain't sent for you in the Pits. Q, what you
got? Nothing really. Just a couple of points. Number one, there can be you can like multiple artists. Especially, I'm specifically talking about when it comes to female artists, because I see a lot of stuff on Twitter too, with people going back and forth with each other over these artists, and it's like, okay, you can like multiple people. Number two, put the phone down. Get off the computer. Just stop it. Listen to the music, appreciate that, support these women. There could be multiple in the industry, and they don't all have to be in the same lane. They could be doing different things because we need that. We need the diversity. We used to have that. I don't know what happened, how it became all tunnel vision and just, women got to do one thing in the industry. But let's open that back up. Let's get it back to when Missy came along and Missy had everybody doing everything and coming together. Let's have that. Let's have these different lanes come together.
More Megans, more girl power, more Megans. Just like each other and just make the music.
Come on now. Because honestly, to the male rappers and male entertainers, period, please step it up. All right, because all this, like we was talking about, at least when women look at Beyonce, they can see somebody who can sing and dance. On our side, who is doing that right now?
Men really ain't got to do that to sell. People gonna buy.
But it's boring. It's getting boring. It's been boring.
It is. Watch T-Pain's last little interview. He said about people doing the same. He did a really, really good interview.
Yeah.
Not too long ago. I feel like it was this week, talking about the music industry.
He's boring.
Nobody don't listen. I listen to a lot of these days. I listen to a lot of non-mainstream artists, some people that you are not heard of. Just for that reason, people going too mainstream and changing up their sound, and it's not sounding unique at all. It's just
I agree with that. I think we all probably on that same wave where we tap into more of the indie artists.
Yeah.
Because it's about their music and not about their fame yet.
Right.
And I fucks with that. I fucks with that. But Kane, do you have a Pits for the week?
I do have a Pits. So I sent out my RSVPs this week for this wedding.
Read them hoes.
If I ain't talked to you in about a year or 2, 3 years, be thankful that you even invited to the wedding. Don't come calling me talking about you want your little cousin Ray Ray and your boyfriend that you just met 2 weeks ago. You need about 2 or 3 plus ones. Because, baby, just be thankful that you got invited because you was already on the bubble. And, God really working on my heart and I'm trying to do better. And you wasn't even on the list. But I ran down my Facebook friend list and I just sent you an RSVP just to be nice. Number one, it was a courtesy invite. I really didn't want you to respond. I really didn't want you to RSVP. Don't text me and don't call me talking about no plus one. Because you about to be put on the virtual list to where you can watch it virtually. Do not. If we ain't close like that and I ain't talked to you in about a year or you wasn't invited the first go round, don't talk to me about no plus one. Don't do it because it ain't gonna happen.
And don't show up thinking it's a crash type situation.
Oh, because we'll be at the door.
Because it can be a crash dummy type situation. If you really need it.
I ain't even worried about it because the people gonna be at the door with a list. Now, If you ain't your name and a +1 and it's two of y'all walking through the door, or if they ain't on there, baby, you not coming. They not coming in. I'm sorry. It's gonna be January 1st. It's gonna be real cold. Either y'all gonna be in the car together and going on about your business, or you gonna come in. You gonna leave them in the car. That's just what it's gonna be. That's all. That's my piece.
Oh, question. When getting dressed for this, Erica, so I want to make sure I get it right. We already said it's gonna be cold, so I should probably wear an undershirt. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
There's a dress code. If you visit the website after you RSVP, there's a dress code and like suggestions on there. So you can just refer to that. I'm just saying, I got you. It's gonna be warm. Like everything is indoors. Like it's gonna be a cooler vibe. Like you're
gonna be hot anyway.
I was just about to say, as the Don Julio hit,
you know how you sweat.
Yeah,
just wear you a little undershirt, get you a little white beater or something, put it
I'm gonna bring it with you. Yeah, I'm gonna bring one with me.
You know what I'm saying?
Matter of fact, I'm gonna just pack a bag because I may just strip down to some gym shorts and slides at your damn reception.
I'll be changing, so hey, it's gonna turn into the club. It's what it is.
It's gonna give Ivy Park after party outfit.
Oh yeah, Ivy Park.
Listen, as long as I get my pictures with y'all before, and after that, drinks start flowing, y'all can do whatever it is y'all want to do.
Icy Park all day. I need Icy Park for this wedding, for the reception.
And we need Don Julio. Hello.
Right, exactly. I'm gonna do a suit type suit. Wait, are we still recording? We are still recording.
Okay, so thank y'all so much for joining us on the Pits podcast. We really appreciate y'all. We might have been long-winded this week. We say that every week, but girl, it be what it be, and you can listen and you can watch all those things. Tell the people about the subscriptions and all of that so we can get on the fuck up out.
Go ahead, hit us up on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter at the Pits _podcast to listen. We on Apple, we are on Spotify, we are on Anchor. Get into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just go ahead and hit us up.
Okay, follow me at Jay's World. Thanks.
Hey, forgot mine. Okay, _Jaquel. That's me.
Okay.
That's right.
We done.